Miami Dolphins pulled in Calais Campbell. Giant Calais Campbell. Conan and I are going to cover it. I am so happy. This might be, in many regards, my favorite signing. He's not the guy who's old. He's not as potent as Hill. But this guy is a legend. And he brings what I've been hoping for a long time. A true element of physicality to the Miami Dolphins. Unlike I think I've seen in a long time. John Jenkins was a big-time physical force. And if you remember, he was one of our best players. But he was older, and he's not Campbell. 6'8", 282. And I'm going to break down what this means. And it means a lot, guys. When you get into the specifics, this is a very, very big signing. And this, I don't want to hear he's 37.7 years old. This guy was on Atlanta Falcons last year. And he was it was a good defense, 11th ranked defense, total yards, almost as good as us. And we know our defense is pretty darn good. And he was maybe the second or third best player on that team. This guy's a freak. And I'm not saying this means we're going here or there or whatever, but this is a big, big signing. And it puts a smile on my face like I have not seen. I get Conan over here. People have been asking me, where's my Conan statue? He's still lost. But this is my new baby over here. Put him back over there, but I had to break it out because in so many ways, Calais Campbell is like Conan. I read the novels, don't just watch the movies. Conan was said to be a head taller than anybody when he walked through the city. He's probably 6'6" to 6'8". He had the strength of a bull and the speed of a cheetah. He was fast and strong, and Calais Campbell is that. This guy is, you go look at this guy, he's chiseled. He's experienced. He knows the Ravens' defense. He knows just about everything about defense, and he is powerful. And I had to break Conan out. I've been sick, and I was waiting to have the energy. And I still don't. But seeing Campbell signed puts a real smile on my face for a long time. So anyway, I'm going to get into it all, guys. Still recovering. I had a podcast I recorded yesterday, but I had to do Campbell first, so it's come out later. But obviously no live tonight. And I just found out, I'm such an idiot. My son's birthday is next Friday, so after that is when the lives are going to start, guys. I appreciate all you do. I really do. I love this gig. I love to study football. It's the greatest sport ever. NFL, the organization, is not the greatest. But the game, the people who play it, the concepts, it's the greatest thing ever. And I love to cover it. So I want to give you guys a shout out for all you do for the likes and subscribes, the comments, all that stuff that keeps me in business. And Ace Per Head, my sponsor. Without the two of you, and Conan, and Campbell, this show ain't going down. Ace Per Head's betting software is the premier white label platform for bookies to manage their players and grow their sportsbook operation. Click the link in the description below to get set up in minutes. Ask for the Curtis promo and get a special introductory discount. I hear people saying his greatest asset to us is going to be his pass rushing. No. He could still pass rush. He had 7 sacks last year, 10 hits, 25 hurries, 36 stops. He's never been really the best tackler. He had 19% missed tackle rate. That's the one knock you could have on him. And that's great. And it's going to play in a huge piece for us. But the physicality, the ability to run, stop, and you look last year at 36 and whatever, he had amazing games, great run-stopping games against Jacksonville, good run team. Not great, but good. Detroit, very good offensive line, some darn good backs. Green Bay, some pretty good offensive linemen, good backs, and Indy. And he played amazing. It's not about sacks and touchdowns. It's a piece of the puzzle. This defense likes to run a light box. You need guys that can overcompensate for the lack of big bodies, and Campbell can do it. I cannot believe it's been this long since he was drafted. I remember him being drafted and just being enamored with this guy and following his career, always hoping he would come to the Dolphins. And I don't care if he's 37. This guy is a beast. This is one of the rarest human beings to ever grace the NFL. 6'8". 6'8". And he does not lose leverage. He has unbelievable athleticism. And I want to show you, I think it was Wink Martindale said he was the best 5 tech around 2020. And he's going to play that 5 technique role. I'm going to show you the diagram and show you how when you got Sealer, who is so good at the 3 to 5 tech, and then you've got him at the 5 tech on the strong side of the formation, you bookend these guys, and it is going to alleviate so much pressure for these thin fronts. And it really is going to go a long way for Weaver to do what he has done. Now, it's not done. We will miss Wilkins. We still don't have that interior, that 0, 2, 1 and 2 tech. I'll show you that. But all the talent we have, this guy is a major piece. And he had 700 plus snaps last year. It's not like this guy was doing 200-300 snaps, guys. So take a look at this quickly, this defensive technique alignments. And you see the purple little oblong rectangle. That's the 5 tech. That's where he's at his best. See the tight end over there? That's the strong side of the formation. He plays on that outside shoulder of that tackle, and he's going to have a tight end or 2 here on his left. But this guy is so long, he can get into that tackle, and he can get that arm out on that tight end, and there is no tight end in the league that will consistently, if at all, be able to handle that one arm. And that will splinter and split that power side edge. And if you see on the other side, the green box, that's the 3 to 5 tech. You see inside, on the inside of the tackle, between the guard and tackle, off the shoulder, the left shoulder of the guard, all the way to what Campbell's playing, the 5 tech on the outside shoulder of the tackle. This is going to force a pinching. Sealer plays that part, and he needs a lot of doubles. Inside, and I've shown it, he's too tall. He gets buckled. His hip buckles when he's in that 2 to 2I to 1 tech. He gets doubled by the center and the guard. They got better leverage, more weight. He's too high up. Got it choked up over here. Too high up, and he crumbles. But when you put him out in that 3 tech, that tackle can't get as low, and he is big, but he can get that edge there and use that speed to shoot the gap, and they can't buckle him. And when you got the strong side of the formation manned by Campbell, and then on a backside Sealer, it is a big, big weight lift off this team with the loss of Wilkins. Now, Wilkins, he's more of a long-term guy, but think about it. Campbell, Sealer, Chubb, Phillips, at some point. Then you add in Kamara and Chop. Kamara and Chop do struggle against the run. It's different reasons for that. I don't know if it's going to be forever. I think they're going to get better. I believe that. I think they're good talents. But the run stop is the hardest thing to man. And if you got Campbell in there with Shaq Barrett, remember we got Shaq Barrett too. So you could look at that and have that 3 tech with Sealer. And then you could have the 2 somebody fitting in that bill. And then on a 5 tech, you got Barrett and then Campbell. That is a good front with that secondary. So Weaver now has all the assets to do what he needs to do. And my concern was stopping the run. You've got to stop the run, or this whole concept of defense will crumble because the Ravens last year had more talent up front than this team. And when they were able to stop that first down run with the light box, they would have one of the best top 3 in the league in lowest passer ratings. But when that first down run got off and had a good chunk run, they were the bottom because they just want to run that light box all day. Campbell allows you with Barrett and Sealer and whoever else they're going to throw in that 2-eye spot, with the linebackers behind him, some big linebackers behind him, to man this front in a light way and still not be ultra compromised. I cannot tell you how big this signing is. Again, he's not who he used to be. I'm not saying he's going to dominate everything, but from a skill set standpoint, leadership, be able to plug him right off the bat and not have to watch Chop and Kamara cut their teeth with some losses. These guys are they're going to make mistakes. But you can mitigate that and slow roll these guys in, put them in those pass rush situations. Get Kamara inside for a blitz where he knows he's good at that. He doesn't have to sit there and hold it down on the edge. That's going to be Campbell's job, and he's going to do it great. Right, Conan? I really am so happy about this. We lack physicality. It's not going to help the offensive line. It's not going to help our offense. But if you get a defense that can be physical and stop that run and give the ball back, and this offense can just do a little bit boosting it. That's what the next podcast is about the inside runs, being a little more consistent, staying on schedule. This can go a long way. Excellent signing. Not a huge Greer fan for many reasons, but in some ways I am. Some things he does well, and this is one of the ones I will say he has done well. Campbell is a great signing. Conan says so. This is who we got on the team now, guys. Get ready. This definitely changed things a lot, and it's no joke. No joke. Curtis saying, be well, go Fins. Curtis. Start building your own online sportsbook today by getting signed up with aceperhead.com service that'll allow you to book action on sports from all around the world.